Welcome back to Managing Asia. My guest today is BK Modi, Chairman of Spice Global, a privately held conglomerate with interests ranging from telecoms to movie making. Modi plans to transform the group into a mobile internet giant. You've emphasized that inorganic growth is the critical way to grow your business. Are you looking to buy any distressed assets in this global downturn? Anything you're eyeing out there?
Well, we are, I won't call it distress, they are more like special situation assets, because like we have just bought the retail chain in Bangalore. So what happens is, as you're growing into this field, there are a lot of players who cannot make up to the public limited company status. So they would like to ride with you. So some of them comes to you in a pure sale mode because they have grown enough and they want to do something else in their life. Or some of them want to ride with you, with taking your shares as part of the, merger acquisition process. So we are going to be the engine of growth, and there are small players which are in the regions who will invite them to join this bandwagon, and they can grow with us if they like to, and if they like to sell totally also, that's okay. And we are going to be very flexible in creating a platform for people to join in and create wealth with us.
You're constantly looking at projects to invest in. At one time, I understand there could be 20 on the table. How do you ultimately decide what to plow money into? Is there a list of criteria you look at?
Well, the criteria is again where the future is going. I think we all sit down and look at how the future will unfold. And that decides the products, because we are putting products for long term, not for short term, at least 10 years horizon you have to see. And what will happen in 10 years is anybody's guess. And I think that's where I have to put my vision into the place.
Is that your usual investment time frame, 10 years?
Well, if you look at the return you get from the investment, people who are putting money with you are looking for 10 years horizon. So you make a 10-year plan with most of the investment.
What sort of returns do you typically look at?
I look at a very high return.
What sort of return? Give me a figure.
We are talking of 50 to 60% or even higher. But people who invest with us are looking at 15 to 20% return. That's why we normally sell shares at premium to them.
Are you always confident you can make money?
Yeah, I think most of the time we do make money, because it's not that difficult to make money as it looks like. Because if you predict future right, you will make money. There's no way you will lose money. So money making is not that difficult. The future prediction is difficult, and that's where I think the focus has to be. And even if you get 80% right, you will make money.
Earlier last year, you surprised a lot of people by throwing in your hat, no pun intended, by buying Satyam, a troubled outsourcing Indian company. Yeah. The move didn't quite work out, but a lot of people didn't know whether to take you seriously. Did you do it just for fun?
No. I don't do business for fun. Business is business.
What did you see in Satyam that you wanted?
Well, Satyam, as I said, was a company which is going through an issue, and the government had set some rules there, which was, but the rules got changed during time, and that's why we lost it, I think. Because when they started selling Satyam, it was to be a cash deal. It was not a leverage buyout, and it ended up by being a leverage buyout. So, that's the difference.
What would you have done with Satyam if you had gotten it?
Well, it is again getting into the space of mobile internet and servicing those things around that. So it was a company which used to do a lot of solutions and all that, which is very much required in this area. The promoters were not very clean in their accounting and all that, but the basic assets were there, and I think if we would have got it through the fair means of what we thought, we would have done a good job.
Do you regret not getting the deal?
I never regret, because there are so many deals in the offering. So what has gone is gone. What you always focus is what's in front of you. So I don't regret on deals. I generally look at deals which are on the table, and there's so many. There's so much work to be done.
You have a knack of buying into new businesses and exiting them at high valuations. How exactly do you decide when to get in and when to get out? Is there a secret?
I think, as you said, we try to get in with the first mover advantage. And when I see the industry tapering down, like Xerox, for example, we knew that copiers are no longer to be there because, you're moving into the printer and paperless offices. But Xerox as a company is so involved in it, that they will like to continue. So the big corporations don't change that fast, because even if they say the market coming down, they sort of stick and see till the last penny. I don't do that. I don't need to do that.
One area you're getting into, of course, is film and television production. You're working on a $100 million epic movie, which will be about the life of Buddha. What do you know about filmmaking? Is it a risk worth taking? Filmmaking
is part of, like, as I said, the entertainment industry. And today, the movie making is becoming very digital. If you look at the movie making today, it's not about shooting the film. You must have seen Avatar and things like that, and 300 and all. So the 60% of the movie is digital. It's made on a computer. And I don't know about movie making, but I know the technology which is changing. And I'm using the new technology in this movie of Buddha also. And you would not believe that how most of the new technologies first come in the movies. Then they come into the commercial area. So movies are at the edge of new technologies.
You think you can make it big in Bollywood?
Well, I want to make Bollywood as a global movie center. We are changing the whole face of Bollywood. This is again a first. This is the first movie coming out of Bollywood, which will be a global movie, and in a way it will be a Hollywood movie because it's done in English, it's for the global audience, it will be done to the scale of a Hollywood movie, and we will use Bollywood talents. And because Buddha belonged to India, so the shot will be in India. But as I said, most of the shots will be also created through the computer mechanism.
Any plans to star in a movie yourself?
No, that's not my game. I'm more interested in, again, uplifting Asia movie scene to a global scene. Asia has not yet produced movie with global market in mind. They are more making regional movies. I think it's time that Asia start making global movies. And this is one movie which you will see will change the whole way the movies will be made in future.
Your company, Spice Global, is valued at $1.3 billion. You own half of that company. The other half belongs to your son and daughter, Dilip and Divya. What sort of empire do you want to build?
Well, my children, as I said, are very ambitious, both Dilip and Divya. We hope that we will be moving towards, a $20 billion corporation in the coming years, and we are working towards it.
What sort of time frame are you looking at?
Well, I would like to do it within 5 years. I don't have enough time, I'm not getting younger. So I think, we'll do that through merger, acquisitions, and also getting into new areas. Technology creates a lot of value. One thing about technology is that if you find it right, it creates huge value.
Any plans to list the holding company one day?
Yeah, we are planning. Once we, do the companies under it, our idea was that end of 2011, in Singapore, we could, take the holding company.
2011?
End of 2011.
Don't go away. More with BK Modi, Chairman of Spice Global, in just a moment. Managing Asia. We'll be right back.